Right? And my next question will be, what kind of patients are under your care, and what is your main interest in your field of medicine?
Right. So, being the founder and chief medical director of Hope for Cancer Treatment Centers, where we have 2 centers in Mexico, 1 center in Colombia, South America, and another center in Asia, our focus is cancer. But remember, when we talk about cancer, we're really talking about the foundations of treatment, which we call 7 key principles, and that's really also prevention. Because as we treat cancer, we're also learning and teaching the companions of patients how to prevent, how to decrease the risk of getting cancer. And one of the things that we do here and we're doing together now is education. Right, because 92% of the patients at Hope for Cancer are stage 4. So they come here when they've done everything conventional medicine has to offer, chemo, radiation, surgery, immunotherapy, hormone therapy, or a combination of all those. Or they've been told, you know, you're just diagnosed with stage 4, it's so advanced, for your type of cancer, we really don't have a solution. So those are the majority, the high majority of patients that come to us. One of the things we want to see as the years go by is patients come to Hope for Cancer in earlier stages. Right. So that's our challenge, and we're good at what we do.
That's good. That's good. As the name suggests, Hope for Cancer, there's still hope for these cancer patients.
Yes, exactly. And
that's great.
Yes, and the core principles here at Hope for Cancer is hope, faith, love, and generosity. And our experience with those core principles is so powerful in the sense that it comes out of all the staff members. Whether it's the cleaning person or the doctor, the nurse, the therapist, the nutritionist, the chef, the greeters, you know, the missions team, these core principles are embedded in their nature and their philosophy of what's really important to treat a cancer patient.
I hear from some patients how this place is like a home. They are treated like they're treated at home.
Yes. Because
very welcome.
Yeah, I tell patients that once you come to Hope for Cancer, you're part of the family, right?
Wow.
You're part of our home, and it's not just about the time that you spent at the clinic, at the treatment centers. It's also what happens when you leave, and this is very important because you know patients are only here 3, 4, 5 weeks. What happens when they're home? So our home program support staff is a big part of our success. And then patients come back. They come back initially every 3 months so we can monitor them. We can make tweaks or adjustments to their home program. And this is the formula that works. And it gives the patient that confidence and that sense of security that we're with them. It is a family. There is love. There is hope. There is generosity, and there is faith.
I definitely felt that when I visited your clinic, and I feel like many of the patients who probably don't want to go back after 3 weeks here. So Dr. Tony, how is Hope for Cancer different from other clinics in treatment options and also patient care? And what are your reasons and explanations in employing alternative medicine in cancer treatment?
Yeah, that's a really good loaded question, Jay.
Yes.
And the first difference is our philosophy. Our treatment philosophy at Hope for Cancer is based on the 7 key principles. And we'll explain that regarding treating the person with the cancer, not the cancer in the person. And when you do this, you're treating the reasons, the characteristics, the hallmarks of why the cancer developed. Because cancer is a manifestation of a process of a dysfunction, of a lack of homeostasis that can be happening for 5, 10, 15 years. So it's hard to think about cancer as something good for the person, right? It's hard to envision that. But I hear that all the time. Patients say, you know, cancer was the best thing that happened to me. because it saved my life from a disaster that my life was heading to, right? So cancer is a wake-up call, and it's a strong wake-up call, never to be underestimated, of course. And so at Hope for Cancer Treatment Centers, we're different in how we see cancer. We don't see it as removing the tumor, or giving radiation to burn the tumor, or giving chemotherapy to shrink this tumor. We can use those options very selectively and at the right time, if and when necessary. However, the goal is to go deeper, go to the cell level. I know you like that word, going to the cell level and then working your way up. Fixing the cell, that then will translate to better tissue function, organ function, the systems, the digestive system, the nervous system, the endocrine system, the immune system start working better, right? Because you're at the cell level. Another big difference at Hope for Cancer is our follow-up program. When the patients leave the treatment centers, we have a home program support staff that continues to monitor the patient, to communicate with the patient, to interact with them, and if their physician is willing to back home, we also have a direct communication with the physician. And the patient comes back every so often, periodically, to get a checkup and then to adjust the treatment. So, once you our patient at Hope for Cancer, we're married, right? And and we're there, committed, and serving the patients. So what we want also to know is that at Hope for Cancer Treatment Centers, faith is a big part of our philosophy. Outcomes are another big difference at Hope for Cancer. We have an R&D team, research and development team, who has focused on doing 5 years survival statistics. And this is a retrospective study. We're now entering the 5th year data. So at the 4-year data, we were able to track a significant number of patients with pancreatic, prostate, breast, colon cancer, lung cancer, and a few other cancers for 4 years so far. And when we compare their 4-year survival with the National Cancer Institute, NCI, SEER data, this is the cream of the cream of the crop. This is surveillance, epidemiology, and end-stage result data. We are at least 3 times better in 4-year survival than they are.
Wow.
And so now we're going to have our 5-year data, shortly. And that's not the only thing. Not only are patients having significant survival, but the quality of life is important. Because as we treat holistically, one of the differences at Hope for Cancer is that you will have significant improvement in quality of life.
Wow. Well, that was a loaded answer to a loaded question. Definitely, some of the words that you said is really ringing in my heart, that this is your mission, this is your passion, this is more than what you do. It seems like this is your life.
Yes.
And this is definitely your walk with Jesus.
Amen.
Yeah. To get this kind of care from a clinic it's really rare, because I know a lot of patients come to clinics that they go on the mill, they get treatments and leave, but to have that kind of profound and a good follow-up program, really caring the cancer patients themselves, the person with cancer, is what really touched me. But let's move on to